Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are back for episode 30. Shout out to the MX Broadcasting Company, Power 108.9, for episode 30 of the Gary and Harry Show.
Yes, sir. Dirty 30 in the building. How we doing, man? Back in the building.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Thank you, Mike.
Feels good.
Glad to be back. Yeah.
Feels good. Feels good. I like it. Man.
Got a couple special guests for y'all today. They're
do.
trickling into the building, gathering supplies while we speak. Somebody might be flying in via helicopter. You never know.
Never know. Anything.
Never
can happen.
know.
All kind of pop-ups right now. How's everything been, man? It's been, like we said, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Had some time away.
Yep.
Got a lot of stuff going on the outside. Getting ready for baseball season.
Literally,
back
yeah.
up. Yeah. How you feeling?
Same, trying to recharge, pick and choose my spots while getting ready for baseball season, just finalizing everything at this point. Excited for, baseball season, but like it always is, I blink twice and all of a sudden it's August.
It's
so
back, yeah.
Let's enjoy the rest of basketball season. NCAA tournament's about to happen, then baseball season, and eventually football season once again.
It'll come back around, man. Well, let's lead right into it.
Let's get it
off my chest.
Yeah.
I want to start off by saying we got St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. So is there anything that you done for St. Patrick's Day, or just you like to eat, or
In the past?
in the past, now, or what?
In the past, I was, a different human.
Yeah.
I used to dress up in my leprechaun costume.
Yeah.
When I first got here.
Of course, you had a leprechaun costume.
Obviously.
Of course you did.
When I first got here, Anthony, one of the managers that hired me, you remember?
I remember Anthony.
Big guy. He didn't know that side of me, and I showed him the costume, and he goes, so we do like a shopping cart contest that's decorated. This was before the pandemic. They don't do it anymore.
Okay.
But each restaurant or shop in the Battery would participate in the shopping cart contest. You basically just steal a shopping cart, decorate a shopping
cart from.
decorate a shopping cart, and then your most dressed up employee, if you will, gets pushed around the shopping cart. So sure enough, I'm going through the Battery, bottle of Jameson, 12 plus shots, and it's just one of those. I used to do that every St. Patrick's Day. Now I'm probably working. I'll wear something green, just tell people to stop by, kind of thing. Right. It's on a Sunday, which is tomorrow.
It is. Yep.
But we also have a Giving Kitchen event with the stadium tomorrow as well. So if you guys are available, if you're wearing green, come on down to the stadium. It's for a good cause, but ultimately enjoy your St. Patrick's Day and be safe.
Green's my favorite color, man. I have no problem with the Irish, man.
Brings out my full of shit brown eyes.
There you go. I personally just got to have an Irish car bomb or two, or three, or four.
So people got their different versions of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, the word bomb isn't everyone's favorite at the end of the day. But, whether you're okay with just a simple shot of Jameson with some Baileys, a little Guinness. People are starting to use screwball now and mess around with other things.
Okay, cool. I dig the peanut butter, as we call it.
Ultimately, have all the libations you want on a celebratory Sunday, but just be safe, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, food-wise, I feel like corned beef and stuff like that kind of sandwich is pretty dope. Like some beer cheese and pretzels and things like that. Like that kind of thing seems like it just comes with it.
I've heard of shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie, yep. I can eat that anytime.
Cabbage and whatever else.
Cabbage and corned beef, yep.
I guess it just ultimately depends if you're one of those people that follow traditions and celebrate into it. If not, again, just enjoy the day, man.
Absolutely. Everybody enjoy the day and be safe out there while you're out there. Now, keeping it going, me personally, this is a good one for me. Shout out to Aaron Donald, man, on the retirement.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoy watching Aaron Donald, man. One of the most dominant, if not the most dominant interior lineman that's ever played the game. The way you ragdoll 350-pound men and knocking them into each other, bowling them over on a consistent basis for 10 years is pretty incredible.
So he did play 10 seasons.
Yes.
8 out of the 10, he was a first-team All-Pro?
I believe so. Or just All-Pro period. I don't know if it was first or second. I think six or seven of them was first team. I think. Either way, I mean,
a total of 8 out of 10 as an All-Pro.
Come on, man.
Not only are you a first ballot Hall of Famer, but then you get to argue of might actually be one of the best of all time.
All time.
Yeah.
And when that clip, that mic'd up clip that everybody talked about from last season, Aaron Donald broke through the line and Geno Smith was right there.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Oh, God!
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's the best clip ever to show you how scary he is. Now, he was contemplating retirement last year, came back and was still dominant. That's how you can understand. Of course, first ballot Hall of Famer, but like you said, literally arguably top 2 or 3 interior. Now, if you start talking the entire defensive line, you're still talking top 8 maybe when you bring in the Reggie Whites, the Bruce Smiths, the J.J. Watts. And I had an argument with my homie the other day, just yesterday about this as far as the most dominant. I say when it comes to interior linemen, because I still can count J.J. because he played a lot of 3 technique. He went inside a lot, but it's arguably top 3 period and ever when it comes to interior defensive linemen.
Yeah,
put
so
Sapp in there.
I think he'll go in as a D lineman.
Yes.
J.J. Watt will be a defensive end.
Yes.
But for the flawlessness, like the multiple positions that he was able to play, and for his size though, when you look at him physically and you see all the numbers and everything, it's like he's the definition of a creative player.
Yes. That
someone forgot to adjust the height on.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. He's a monster. Like coming out of the draft, undersized, still went first round, of course, top 10, but undersized lineman, needs some work, some polishing, man, turned into a monster as soon as he got there.
No one obviously thought he would become what he became, but ultimately it shows you that the measurables are not always correct because everyone's looking for that 6'4". At the time when he was drafted, he was a defensive end.
Yeah, roughly, but he was so good on the inside, he had to.
He had the advantage based off the speed and his leverage and technique and everything. Yeah. Again, he'll go into the Hall of Fame, I guess. What's the minimum now? 5.5 or something like that. Yeah.
We'll be having Peyton and all them boys.
Yeah, he'll be a first ballot. At the end of the day, though, top 3, I would say top 2 probably, depending on who you're arguing with.
Easy. And it was, like I say, it was a pleasure to watch him. And I mean, not gonna overshadow. Shout out to Jason Kelce too. He's a Hall of Famer in his own right. But this one right here was like, gonna miss you, AD. That was a fun time watching you play and dominate grown ass men.
Yeah,
it was amazing. Anything else you got for get it off my chest?
No, I'm good. Got to watch the Heat game last night against the Pistons. Yeah. Pulled away in the second half, but no, I'm good.
Well, we'll get to basketball soon. My Hawks blew one against the Jazz yesterday. It was a close game, but last time we played them, Collins had 5 points. This time he had 18 and 11. But, it's all good. Just because, the history of me going back and forth about him, I mean,
that's what he always was, though. He's an enigma at the same time.
Right.
He gets you that 18 and 11 and then is nowhere to be found on the stat sheet the next night.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's get into it. What we've been talking about all week, the buzz of the week, NFL free agency and this, what they call the tampering period. It's been incredible, man. It's been fun. It's been fun.
I'm going to get it out of the way now since MJ's not here. He'll be back in a second. The Scooter Magruder kid, the Dallas Cowboys fan, the social media guy?
Yeah.
I don't like giving Gators credit for anything, but I'll give him credit since he's a Gators fan. The Dallas Cowboys video that he did, of what it's like to be a Dallas Cowboys fan and just waiting for free agency was absolutely hilarious.
That was funny. But it's true because they've done absolutely nothing. They've lost Tyron Smith. They've done that. And cut Vander Esch.
Perfect timing.
And cut Michael Gallup. So it's been a
there
situation.
He is.
What's up, MJ?
Hey.
MJ in the building,
You
man.
might see him walking in on the shot right now. He had to grab some supplies, but MJ's going to be joining us here live in the studio. Please welcome in MJ, everybody.
MJ in the building. What's going on, brother?
The artiste.
The artiste.
Who knew
you might need that? You might need that.
Paint to paint.
Yeah, you need paint to paint. Absolutely.
MJ's going to get his artiste on, and we'll see what he comes up with. Please show him some love on Instagram. What's the handle? Where can people find you?
J_Ages_art.
There it is.
On Instagram, y'all.
Really easy.
_art. All right. So let's just go to the main buzz of the week, the quarterbacks, man. We haven't talked about it. I was saving it for the show.
I thought it was running back carousel, but good God.
Yeah, it's been running back carousel for sure. I'm just going to say, when I first got the news of Kirk Cousins' deal, I was not happy. Not happy.
Due to the financials?
Yes, that's the main part.
Okay.
The age is the second part to give him that kind of money. Now, is he an upgrade over Desmond Ridder? Absolutely. Obviously he is. Obviously. Now, he is in Arizona. Thank you for Rondale Moore. I would take that all day long. Give us some speed.
Yeah, I didn't see that happen.
I didn't see it coming. Thank you, Arizona. That's an Arizona move. I appreciate it. Outside of that, he's an upgrade. I'm saying roughly on average, let's just say 30 touchdowns ish, 10 interceptions ish, 35,000 yards, depending on how good.
35,000. That's impressive.
3,500 yards. Excuse me.
I'll take that.
I'll take that too. Excuse me.
Wow.
3,500 yards. On a higher note, 4,000. That means we're whirling on offense if he throws for 4,000 yards.
I would say it's probably about 38, 3,900.
Yeah. So opening up the offense a little bit more, definitely being able to get more completions and having a more productive offense overall. He's an older quarterback, so that adult in the room situation with the young players, okay, I get it. I just wasn't down with the money or the years, really. You could have just gave him 2 years for me.
They did, though.
Technically, they did.
No, guaranteed they did.
Well, yeah, guaranteed, yeah, but on paper, it's 4 years of the contract. Is he gonna play it out? Is he gonna stay healthy from this Achilles tear coming off the injury? It was just a lot for me.
Yeah, it's a big question.
It was a lot, man. I'm still trying to process it now.
Would you like me to help?
Go.
Okay.
Go. Let me hear your opinion. I saved it for the show. Let's talk.
Here's good cop, bad cop.
Come on, talk to me.
Good cop is there was not a better free agent to develop in his final year, Kyle Pitts, right?
True.
He'll help develop Kyle Pitts as long as Kyle Pitts can stay healthy.
True.
He'll take Drake London to the next level.
Absolutely.
The ceiling could be Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
The floor could be Drake London.
Right.
So he's here to help develop. He said it himself that he personally how old is he currently?
35.
35 going on 36?
I think he just turned 35, I believe. I think.
Heard?
Yeah.
He said it himself that he would like to retire a Falcon.
He did.
He said that this might not even be his last contract.
No, well, with us, it will be.
Just take that for a grain of salt, right?
Understood.
Heard?
Time out, 35 going on 36. What, you think you're going to skip 36 and go to 37?
Thank you, Sports Center. I appreciate you. I just thought he was 36, but either way. Thanks, Mike.
That was a good one.
Who knew math? Now I'm just
going on 36.
Now I'm just trying to think of like a lawyer scapegoat. Like, what if he was a leap year baby or something? Anyways, well, no, I mean you're right though. But if he was the best choice to help develop, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He was the best free agent. He's the best option out there without having to lose a draft pick as far as a quarterback situation. No, you just sign him. You know what I mean?
You're not training for somebody that got tagged or whatever.
Right.
But also a obvious and significant upgrade from Desmond Ridder. Right. So you could have gone the Sam Darnold route and that tier of free agents at the end of the day, but you are right about his numbers. He's about 33 and 10. Yeah. He throws for about 3,900.
Yep.
I don't really see a downside to it because he is a brilliant quarterback. So, if you watch Quarterback on Netflix, you saw his preparation.
Absolutely. That's why I say the adult in the room, the veteran presence, showing you how to prepare, how to do that sort of thing. As far as a player talking to another player, it's a thing. Now, some of them, Drake London, not Kyle Pitts, got a little bit of Matt Ryan when it came to that situation, but the other ones have no clue.
Right. So he's here to help coach and develop. Zach Robinson, your new OC. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's basically the same age as
basically
as Cousins, so they're going to be kind of coaching and teaching each other.
Yeah.
But the offense should be fine. The defense, again, was bought and paid for it. I don't know exactly what's been going on in free agency with y'all.
Little things here and there.
Bad cop.
Yep.
Worst case scenario, I hate to quote Mike Soroka, it happens again.
Right. That is the worst case scenario.
At the same time, the 2 first years of the contract are guaranteed because financially it's also what he's done in the past, but also what you hope he does in the next.
His agent is a genius. His agent should be teaching a class somewhere.
Well, as far as the guaranteed money that he's gotten,
absolutely.
He's obviously not a dummy, but he's a good quarterback. So you're just hoping that with the combination of the young offensive pieces you have, the bought and paid for defense, that he's literally the missing piece to take you to where you want to go.
Ceiling, he has, for me, in thinking of overall season, he has a Matt Ryan MVP type of year, right? And that ends you as a Super Bowl appearance. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the higher end expectation. Lower end, for me, I expect to win the division. I expect to go to the playoffs and try to get a win or two.
With that
10, 11 games, maybe 12 to win the division.
Well,
I don't think they'll have to. I don't think the rest of the division will get to that. I mean, I'm just saying we'll win. I'm assuming 10 to 11, maybe even 12 games. Win the division by a few games, 2 or 3, depends on how much in sync Tampa is, right, with Baker. That defense lost some pieces, so, they're going to be up and down, I feel like. So, I mean, I think that should be what we should expect.
So Tampa's only getting older on offense. They're trying to get younger on defense.
But they traded away key pieces. They lost Devin White, traded Carlton Davis, Shaq Barrett left as well. So
and you're going to tell me that y'all are not favored to win the division?
Exactly. Oh yeah, the odds.
So no, now
definitely went up.
you have to win the division.
Yeah, have to.
So
no doubt about
at that point, winning the division basically guarantees you a home playoff game.
Absolutely.
From that point, you need to show up for the home playoff game, and then that's when the expectations start.
Well, and that's the other side of the coin when it comes to Cousins too. Comes to Cousins, is winning the big game or winning on prime time. He doesn't do one playoff win out of 4 or 5 tries. Monday night record is awful. Sunday night record is awful. Right? And I feel like at this point, because of the odds and the flip of getting Kirk Cousins, we will be on prime time at least once this year, whether it be Sunday night or Monday night.
Oh, you'll definitely
Maybe
have
Thursday night, probably. Definitely a Thursday night. They put trash games on Thursday
Well,
night,
everyone gets a Thursday.
Right.
Whether you're the defending champion opening the season to unveil your banner or whatever,
right.
everyone gets a Thursday. Everyone has gotten a Sunday or Monday game. At this point, that's a 2 guarantee.
Say not us. We didn't get no primetime games last year.
You did not have a single Sunday night or Monday night game?
No.
All right. Well.
No. They don't want to see us, dog, with no Desmond Ritter.
Well,
They don't want to see that.
Okay, so because of the quarterback situation.
Yeah,
so,
everybody doesn't always get one. We went years before without getting one. The Browns, when they didn't have a quarterback, they weren't getting no primetime games.
supposed to be, but apologies for your previous quarterback
They
situation.
don't do that.
So now that you have a better quarterback
We'll
situation,
definitely get one.
you
They
should
love
have at
talking
least
about
2,
Cousins.
to be honest.
I think so.
Yeah, again, the expectation is to not only win the division, to host a home playoff game, and you go from there. But also look at what Kirk Cousins did and did not have on those previous teams between Minnesota and Washington.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's had a defense of what you have here now.
Maybe like 1 year, maybe that 13-3 year that Minnesota had when they that little run they had, and that was
okay with a healthier Danielle Hunter, Harrison Smith, and a couple other pieces,
and
AJ Barr, depending on how old he was.
Yes.
I still think Atlanta's defense is better.
I agree,
and especially on who you're drafting at 8.
What was that? You got some AI talking.
I just paid myself on bill. Sorry.
Shout
out to
I didn't do anything.
AI's taking over.
Okay. Right. You got to do something. All right. Proceed.
No, good cop, bad cop. I've already laid it out for you.
I get it.
There's full expectations and high hopes.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario, it's, on the back of your mind, but no one's wishing that upon them.
No. Absolutely not. That'd be the worst thing in the world. That'd be the worst option ever. Like, nobody definitely don't want to see that. Absolutely not. That'd be the nightmare of the season. Now, we spoke about my team, so let's go to yours, sir. Y'all had a lot going on, my friend.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
Come on. We got to give me something. Y'all had a lot of additions, a lot of losses. You got to give me something. Come on. Because y'all took Jonnu from us. You lost a couple players on defense.
Okay.
But how you feel, man? There's a lot of moving going around.
All right.
Got Shaq Barrett.
Thanks. Found him in the Walmart then.
Yeah.
All right. So when you lose Robert Hunt to Carolina for $100 million, you lose Christian Wilkins to the Raiders for $120 million. You lose Brandon Jones to the Broncos for $40 million. Who else did we lose?
Release Xavier Howard.
Yeah, Xavier Howard was released the first day of free agency. Ogba was released. Connor Williams is not going to resign because he's coming off a torn ACL. He was our offensive lineman center.
Yep.
I understand what Chris Greer's doing, right?
Right.
He's trying to basically, because certain people have pretty high cap hits on the team. He's trying to restructure. He's trying to do the best that he could. Financially, there's no way we could have kept everybody.
No.
Even
with the cap jump.
For the amount of money that we saved during the restructure, he's found some pieces. Jordan Brooks from Seattle.
Jordan Poyer
on a 1-year deal, but I wish that was, similar to Kyle Lowry when he joined the Heat, that it was 4 years earlier.
Right.
Welcome home.
Yep.
he's doing what he can financially. This year's draft is so financially important to us because not only do we need to find starters and missing pieces, but ultimately we have other contracts that are coming up too after Tua.
Class says a lot of L's.
For who?
I'm assuming he's talking about y'all losing pieces. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, we can make a side bet if you want, Class. But you know he's trying to piece it together, and in the past his run with us as GM hasn't been terrible, but you have to pick and choose sometimes financially. If you're about to give Lindstrom $100 million, you know that next free agent coming up behind him might not be able to get his money.
Right.
So now that they're trying to afford Tua, it's like the next couple free agents after him are Jalen Waddle, Jalen Phillips. You're gonna have to make a decision.
That's tough.
Right? So hence why they cut certain people like X and Agba. Sorry, Ryan.
Right.
Hopefully you're okay. I believe in the team. The Bills are still gonna be the Bills at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And there is a rumor now that Stephon Diggs is getting traded to Dallas so he could be with his brother for just straight future draft picks. So we'll see if that comes through.
I feel like they're gonna take a step back this year as well.
It's the Bills, right? I've said it every year now. I was like, cool, they can win the division.
Sorry,
but
Rich.
Josh Allen is gonna Josh Allen, you know.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Rich. It's all good, dog.
So we have a potential spot to still win the division, depending on what roster we field week one.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the Jets. I'm not worried about the Patriots.
Yeah.
So
Kendall Fuller as well. Peace.
yeah, but again, it's like when I see money that goes out like that, I was like,
2 for 16.
That's easily a contract that we hopefully could have had Xavier Howard come back for.
Yeah. Unless he was want more money than that.
I'm
assuming you laid that deal on the table.
Let's see if he gets it, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, and they're like the same age too.
Yeah.
Which, whatever, bothers me a little bit.
Yeah.
But,
so I had to be. That's what I'm saying. It had to come down to, we lay this on the deal. This is what we can afford to give you. And he was like, "No, I'll take my chances elsewhere." That's what I'm assuming. If that because that's definitely a contract you could have given him for sure.
for X.
Yes.
Yeah, but a lot of people.
What, 2 years, 6.5. I think it was.
Yeah, but similar.
16.5. I mean.
Similar to Keenan Allen, that blew my mind. You have a future Hall of Famer, and you just straight up trade him because he didn't want to take a pay cut.
4th round pick.
That's a little harsh, but
They're cleaning the house over there too now. Bosa and Mac decided to restructure because both of them are going to be out the door. Both of them.
Why would you not?
I don't know. Both of them restructured because they were going to be out the door. And I guess Keenan Allen was like, "Nah, I'm good, Harbaugh. Y'all can have it.
All right,
Send me where you want." Now, on the flip side of that, he goes to the Bears, and the Bears it seem like now they want to get weapons now and then trade Fields. So is he going to get traded at this point? I don't know. I don't know at this point because
Who's their GM? Ryan
Pace
Pace or something like that.
I believe that's his name.
I'm gonna give him credit because he's actually playing it smart. At first, it was scour the market, see what his value is. The value that you thought you were gonna get for him wasn't actually out there. So now you're gonna play the insurance policy game. You have 3 options, obviously, at number 1, right?
Yep.
1 is to keep Fields, get him weapons. 2, trade down, get him more weapons. 3, draft probably Caleb Williams at 1.
Yep.
Bones said that it's a quarterback competition. And I'm like, okay. But
with who? If Caleb and Fields?
And I thought about it. I'm like, oh, okay, in theory. But more so once Fields, or if Fields gets beat out by Caleb Williams for the job, there goes his value.
Done.
Right?
Done.
So at that point, he's now an insurance policy. If someone gets hurt in like preseason or needs like an emergency week 1 quarterback, you can trade for kind of thing. It's not going to end up well for him at the end of the day.
And that sucks, man. I think he has a lot. I think he can be a good player in the right situation.
A lot of people still see his potential, but
they don't want to give up anything for him.
The fact that quarterbacks are now being flipped as backups to other teams, like Sam Howell going to Seattle and stuff like that.
Arizona, and Kenny Pickett to Seattle,
Philly.
Philly, that's right, Philly.
So it's just like you can't really determine a backup value at this point, but people don't really want to call him a backup yet because he still has that potential to be a starter. Some people thought it was going to be here in Atlanta, but I think we all saw what their true off-season's plans were.
Yeah.
To commit that much to Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I think when it came down to it, it was just we need a quarterback, go get him, and let's see where it goes. I mean, and that's ultimately the end of the day take of how I felt, the reason we went out and did what we did for Cousins. Like I said, I just feel like Fields has a more value than the scouting has put out there personally. But we'll see what happens, man. Like you said, it doesn't look good for him at the end of the day, but you never know. Now, this, like you said,
but he's
earlier,
only like what, 24?
yeah,
So,
man.
Like, come on.
Yeah, man. It's so much more. It's a high ceiling, man. It could be glass. You never know. So, I mean.
But even for the teams that are, say, having a quarterback that's aging and you're looking for a possible future replacement,
Yeah.
think about the quarterback class for next year.
Yeah.
If some of those, college kids that are coming out are.
Speaking of which, that's another thing for the Falcons as well. At this point, with you having Cousins for 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
you have a chance to draft one and let him sit. I'd throw one into the fire.
Is Heineke still on the roster?
Yes.
So he's Cousins back up for this year?
As of now, yes.
Right.
Unless they make another move, yes.
Yeah. You'll definitely keep an eye on the future quarterback
have
class.
to.
But on a guaranteed 2-year deal, I can guarantee you're not drafting a quarterback this year.
I don't have to draft one. I don't have to draft one this year.
Yeah.
Next year, let's draft one.
Easily next year.
Let's do
But
it.
I can guarantee not this year.
No, I don't think so this year either. I don't think so. There's too many spots available to draft good players to do that. Now, what might hurt us is this whole tampering investigation. Might lose maybe like a 3rd round pick, which would suck. But even if they did, it's like, why even bother with tampering? He wanted to come here anyway. His wife's from Atlanta. Like, you didn't have to go early. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to risk it.
Everyone's going to get investigated for the tampering, but
Right.
at the end of the day, you lose the 3rd round pick that should have been a 2nd round pick from the Calvin Ridley trade.
Yes.
All right, so call it a wash. Worst case scenario.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If it's a 3rd round pick, I can deal with.
I hope you don't get fined at all.
I hope so. I hope so.
To be honest, but let's talk about what you're taking at 8 or 9. 8.
8.
Yeah.
At this point, with the additions we made on offense, Darnell Mooney, which I like that. Rondell Moore from that trade. With that being said, we brought in Raymond McLeod,
Returner.
special teams guy, backup receiver if you need him. We have to go defense at 8. Have to. The best pass rusher available, because I feel like receivers, quarterbacks, all going high, right? And by the time you get to 8, oh, absolutely, sir. Jared Verse or Dallas Turner. However they feel, I'm saying Jared Verse. I want Verse over Dallas Turner, but I'll take either one. At 8, I roll with that. I'm with it all day long.
So Turner's comparison is who? Because he's currently listed as a what?
He had him as edge.
3-4 outside linebacker?
Yes.
Right.
And they predict us running a hybrid 3-4 this year, but Verse could very well do that as well.
Jared versus what?
The edge. They got both of them listed as edge rushers.
All right. So again, Turner's comparison is who?
I've seen, who's the last one I saw? I've seen a couple. I saw Mac as far as size.
Okay.
Verse, I saw Javon Curse. What do you think?
Myles Garrett.
For
Jared Verse.
Jared Verse?
The measurables are the exact same.
They are.
I'm telling you, he's going to surprise some people.
I'm with it.
If you get a hold of him,
I want him.
This is like a.
I want
what did Vic Beasley have in his best year, which was his sophomore
14 and a
year?
half.
That's what Verse is getting.
It's rookie year.
Rookie year.
It makes sense to me, man. It makes sense, perfect sense to me. I'm fine with making that move to make sure that we have somebody who if you leave him 1-on-1, you will pay for it. If you leave him that's what we're looking for.
He's starting to develop like a lethal Dwight Freeney spin move. As we come back from the second half, we could talk more about
Absolutely.
it. I can't wait to get more into this because I'm telling you, you guys have the potential to get. I'm not trying to put goosebumps on your arms, man, let's get loud. We can talk about it in the second half. I promise. Once we get back from paying these little bills, we do appreciate you. Shout out to the MLX Broadcasting Company at Power 108.9 for episode 30. We got MJ the Artiste in the building. Gary and Harry Show will be right back. We got to go get a special somebody waiting outside.
Yes, we do. Be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are back for the second half. Sorry to scare RyanBeasley.com for most of your smell good needs.
Indeed.
We got RyanBeasley.com in the building.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Promo code GHS10.
Still got the promo code rocking, yo. Okay, welcome. Man, welcome back. Good to see you. Okay,
Now, you can go back to sleep now.
yes, get your nap in. Okay, bro, go with your Jared verse.
Yeah, man, I'm just
Push.
saying that you got the potential Hall of Famer you can draft today who's got the Myles Garrett comparisons.
Yeah, man.
Dallas Turner, you could say a possible Khalil Mack,
Yeah.
Will Anderson,
Yeah,
whatever.
absolutely.
The potential is there.
Definitely
at
the
the
same
end of
build as Will Anderson for sure.
the day. The potential is there at the end of the day.
Mhm.
MJ and I were talking about the defense when you stepped out to grab RyanBeasley.com for most of your smell good needs. Promo code GHS10, RyanBeasley.com. We were talking about the potential. It's like Jesse Bates, Richie Grant, AJ Terrell are all locked in as your starters, basically, right?
Mhm, mhm.
You're probably looking at whenever your second round pick is, I'm hoping somewhere in the top 10 of the second round.
Yes, I believe so.
That's your other corner,
Yeah.
right?
There's rumors of L'Jarius Sneed, but we'll keep it moving from that.
I don't know how you're going to make that happen.
I don't either, but I can say rumors are rumors this time of year.
Sure,
You know how
right?
it goes, right?
You hope where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
worst case scenario,
Draft one.
second round pick,
Mhm,
corner.
mhm.
Like best corner available, obviously. Unless you're going to flip that pick to, trade back into the first, but
Right.
whatever. Corner is your second pick.
Mhm.
Obviously, defensive, whatever, whether it's a 3-4 Turner versus defense.
Right.
Third round pick,
Mhm.
depending on what's happening with that third round pick.
Wide out.
With the recent signings, though,
I'm bringing in I might bring in a young body, man, a young stud body, depending on what's left.
if there's
know-
one on the board,
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's rumors of Keon dropping.
Who?
Keon Coleman.
No.
I'm just telling you,
So-
people say he can't get separation. I listen, man. I'm telling you what I'm hearing.
He'll
out
jump
here.
over you.
Yep, I agree. Big body, wouldn't win the jump ball, strong hands, not scared to go over the middle. But they say the separation is not there. That's what they say.
If he drops,
I'm telling you.
let him fall to the Dolphins.
Oh,
Watch what
yeah,
happens.
Yeah, if he falls to the Dolphins, that means y'all probably won't be scared of losing Waller. You'll probably trade him.
I'm not saying he's expendable,
I'm
but
not saying that either.
he's not and should not fall or drop.
No, I agree.
Worst case scenario, I think he's an early second round pick.
Yep.
Best case scenario, mid first round pick.
Absolutely.
You're saying receiver, I get it, but again, with the recent acquisitions and
Right.
signings, it just depends. You picked up Charlie Warner,
Yes.
former Bulldog,
Mhm.
as your new blocking tight end since you
Yes.
lost Jonnu.
Yep.
I believe that if Pitts stays healthy, he surpasses what he did his rookie year.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Um,
I'm on
and
double-digit touchdowns.
I
That's what
think-
I want.
well, if I'm not mistaken, how many total touchdowns does he have for his career?
Like barely 10.
6?
Yeah, it's not even 10.
And like 5 of them was from his rookie year?
Yes,
So he, again, should pass the rookie year numbers. If he can stay healthy, Kirk Cousins will
Absolutely.
get the best out of him.
mm-hmm.
I mean, look what he did to TJ Hawkinson.
Yep.
Um,
He can get it. I said he can get you the ball now. He can get you the ball. Absolutely can get you the ball.
Linebacker
Yep.
is the other question.
Yes.
Ellis did well when he came over from New Orleans.
Just brought Landman back. Brought him
I
back.
like Nate
He
Landman.
was balling. Land sharp.
Depends on what's going on with Lorenzo Carter.
Mm-hmm.
You drafted Zach Harrison last year.
Yes, he was developing. He started developing last
He,
year.
he has the Ohio State potential.
Yeah, had what, 4 or 5 sacks in the last 3 games.
Turned it on.
Yeah.
Hopefully it clicked and it started to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You basically need depth at the end of the day.
Bring Calais Campbell back. I need one more run for Calais Campbell.
He hasn't decided yet. Yeah.
I
I'm
need
going
one
to
more
let
run.
him take his time because he's a Hall of Famer. so.
Absolutely, you do what you want. I know you liked it here, and you got your 100th sack here, and you didn't like the franchise. Give us one more run. Let's see what. I know you got something left in you.
Plenty of other key veterans still available.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the most recent top 25 list that came out on ESPN of available free agents
Yep.
still, and it's like, man, when did the like
dog-
it used to be 30 was like the number that made everyone feel comfortable now,
Yeah.
and if you see some of these free agents, it's 27,
Yeah.
28.
The way these contracts
29,
work
I'm
out,
like-
not picking up them 5th-year options and no extension.
Well, it's either that or they just committed to too large of amount, and
Yeah.
you just became a cap casualty.
Yep.
and say you sign like a 6-year deal, you only made it to like 3 or 4 years into that deal.
And that's happening a lot now, where the shelf life of those big contracts, because they're backloading those contracts as well. So we're gonna give you the signing bonuses and things like that, and give you the guaranteed money up front. Then on the back end, we have to cut you. It's not that big of a cap hit.
Right.
Now, even with Cousins, as much money we're paying him, it's only a $20 million cap hit at the end of the day, and that's not bad for a quarterback on your cap.
You could stretch it out. You could defer it. You could do it how you want.
I mean, I get that part of it too. So
But
I mean,
the 4-year deal shouldn't scare you though, because again, you know what the first two are as far as fully guaranteed, between the signing bonus and roster bonuses.
Right.
But year 3 and 4 are both contract voidable, and it's only based off of like an insurance policy at that
Right,
point.
right.
If he gets injured, and we hope he doesn't.
No,
so
no. Yeah.
At the end of the day, enjoy, like we were talking about at the half. MJ and I were saying that you have a guaranteed 2-year window.
Yeah.
Right.
Period. Point blank.
And then it's not
Absolutely.
because of Kirk Cousins' deal. It's because of the pieces you have on the team.
Mhm.
Offensively, with the young weapons, the defense that's essentially solidified.
Yeah.
You just got to find that depth and hopefully a future starter. Why not?
Yeah. I saw a stat.
If you got $100, throw it randomly on the Falcons, and you'd
Random,
be
yeah.
pleasantly surprised at what
Yeah.
happens.
I saw a stat that said over the last season, there was no team over the past 40 years that had that much production from 3 young players in a season over the last 2 seasons. So as far as Bijan, Drake, and Pitts, that young of a core having that much production for one team in one season in 40 years hasn't happened.
From last season?
Yes.
And,
And
what,
even with Pitts not doing
and
that
I was like,
much.
and with all due respect, what did Pitts contribute?
Exactly.
So that means
came
your
from
ceiling's,
Drake.
your ceiling's even higher.
Yeah, so it means with Drake and Bijan doing what they did alone.
You expect both of them to get better.
Absolutely.
So, come
Absolutely.
on.
Yeah.
How do you not see the potential?
Exactly. And I think that's a part of it for Kirk too. Any quarterback that was looking at us was like, okay, I got something to go to. I got something to work with if I go. Now, speaking of something to work with, and the big news too, another thing that's been going on, the running back carousel, as you explained earlier. This is insane. Man.
I don't get this.
This is insane. So for them not so for the running back position to be so devalued, when one of them goes to another team, it seems like it tips the scale over offense, right?
What's
it
killing
changes
you-
the fortune of offense when you
Yeah.
have a every down back, which I don't understand the devalue.
Well, the devalue is the fact that you can now find a running back literally anywhere in the draft.
Okay, let me rephrase. I get the devalue on the business end, but on the field, no way.
Yeah, but I think there's such a hierarchy for the ones that actually give you that value,
Yeah.
and they're so minimal.
Right.
It's like, who's a key position? Basically, like a quarterback.
Right.
If you don't have that franchise running back, that franchise quarterback, you're just forever going to be searching.
Yep.
And when you do find them, very few of them get that McCaffrey money, that Derrick Henry money, and you can hope they stay healthy. But even both of them have dealt with injuries.
Yep, let's go through it. So Saquon to Philly, that's a slap in the face for the Giants fans. They are sick about that
Well,
one.
it's a
It's
division
a
rival.
hated rival. 3 years, $37 million. Josh Jacob to Green Bay, that's big. That's big business for them. But there's not much of a difference from Aaron Jones really. But he's more of a bruiser, right?
If Josh Jacobs stays healthy,
Yep.
I think he is more of a dual threat running back, or you even say triple threat as far as blocking, catching, and receiving,
Absolutely.
than Aaron Jones ever was,
Mhm.
right? So financially, I just expected him to get more, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if he settled or whatever, but at
4
least
years,
just
48.
right. I expected him to get more, not 12 or whatever it was a year.
Right.
12, right?
Yeah, the franchise tag that he was playing, they were playing on last year was for like 9 or 10 million. That lets you know how bad the market is. If that
You know?
franchise tag is 10 million, that's
So-
crazy.
And
But-
and it's also because of look at the bloated contracts of the past,
Right.
the Le'Veon Bells and others of the world that
Todd
might have
Gurley's.
actually devalued the
No,
position.
that's the group that did it. It
Yeah.
was Zeke, Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, and who you just say,
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 horsemen of the reason why the running back contracts or the running back is devalued now.
Mhm.
Those are the main 4 that killed the game for the running backs. Then you come with Derrick Henry to the Ravens. That's just a big move in general. That is a scary move right there for them as far as the team structure. And then now you got Derrick Henry standing beside Lamar. That read option goes crazy.
I get it. But financially, I think they've made a lot of wrong decisions.
Now you can definitely argue that. That's definitely a thing. But
Congratulations to the people that they have chose to pay.
yeah,
But now look at some of their free agents coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have the money for Kyle Hamilton.
And that's insane.
I'm going to tell you that right now.
If they only get 4 years out of Kyle Hamilton, I mean, oh man, that's gonna hurt them big time.
Because you chose to pay the Roquan Smiths.
You need to pay Roquan though.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that.
Yeah.
But again, every team goes through this.
Yeah,
You choose.
They just paid Matabuke big money.
Great
Money.
Earned it, deserved it.
Yeah.
But again, you can't keep everybody.
No, it's
So-
not possible.
So this is where, as a fan, if you don't understand how the salary cap works and you're trying to figure out why do we lose certain people and why do we keep certain people, financially, every team obviously has a number they have to work with.
Right.
The numbers that they have committed to Lamar, to Roquan, to the rest of the team, they're not going to be able to keep everybody.
Kyle Hamilton in another uniform is going to make them sick as sick as
Every
dogs.
year, right?
Yeah.
There's that just prized free agent
Yeah.
of the class.
Yeah.
He's coming up
With him, he's going to be what 24, 5
at the oldest.
Yeah.
Have fun. That's
Good gracious.
that's a
And
bidding
he's only
war.
going to get better, man.
That's a bidding war.
He's only going to get better. We talking potential for Palomalu type stuff. Like,
I see, just based off of his size, I see him as a Cam Chancellor, but
I think he's a better cover guy than Cam Chancellor.
time will tell.
Yeah,
right?
I think he can cover better than him. So with that being said, Tony Pollard flips and goes to Tennessee, right? Calvin Ridley to Tennessee they outbid Jacksonville big time, $95 million for 50 guaranteed. That was a shocker right there. That was crazy.
Calvin Ridley, be careful.
And right, be careful. And then I get it, state tax in Tennessee. I would take, hey, ain't no state tax. That's one of those states. I go over there too for $50 million. You thought $50 million guaranteed? What? Let's go.
Somebody said
But you
that.
didn't want to give AJ Brown that money, but you gave it to Calvin Ridley. Woo, Tennessee, come on, man.
I don't know.
Come
I
on,
don't know if it was the same GM and regime, but
Might not have
yeah,
been,
I know
but
it looks tough.
AJ was 24 at the time.
It looks tough. I know.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's tough. 27 now. Ridley's 28.
Did you see the guy that interrupted Baker's press conference?
No, I missed
When
that one.
they're basically talking about his contract. It's like, we heard you were offered more money by like the Raiders and other teams, and he just smiles and he gave that answer that you want.
Yeah.
Of just like, I'm here to win now, sacrifice a little money for the team, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And then one of the reporters yells out, "And no state tax." He's like,
And that too, sir. Absolutely. And then you go moving on with more running backs. Just like I said, it's crazy. Austin Eckler with the Commanders. I'm just saying the carousel is crazy. Now that man's production has been insane.
it is, but you can't tell me that the Washington offensive line is better than the Chargers line.
No.
At the same time, I thought you believed in Brian Robinson, the Chris Rodriguez kid developed at the end of the
What's
year.
a new regime now too? Don't forget about that.
I get
Dan
it, but
Quinn in the building.
just looking at the
Yeah.
talent that you already had at the running back position, like, all right,
Yeah. DeAndre Swift to Chicago.
another one. Like, sorry, DJ.
Yeah.
They drafted Roshan Johnson out of Texas. Khalil
good
Herbert
player.
was good.
Yeah. He kept getting hurt though.
Donta Foreman at the end of the year,
Yeah.
he was, I don't know.
He's one of those backs that every time he gets a shot, he comes in and bruises for about 4 or 5 games and looks very impressive.
You know,
And then always gets replaced by somebody else.
that's the thing. It's just like every team, basically, going into preseason this year is going to have like 6 at running back.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to have to make cuts. But it's like all these 6. I guess just the older that we get, the more names we recognize, and it's just like, man, everyone's just cutting depth and talent.
Yeah. Antonio Gibson to the Patriots, Zach Moss to Cincinnati, Gus Edwards to the Chargers, Singletary to the Giants. He still got J.K. Dobbins and Foreman sitting out there. It's been interesting, man. It's been crazy. T. Higgins is on the block, even though he got tagged.
No one's going to trade for that tag.
No, absolutely not. You got Hollywood going to Kansas City. That's crazy. Hollywood Brown, I think that'll be a good piece for them.
1 year?
Yes. It was a 1-year deal. To be determined as far as the guaranteed money and all that kind of stuff. But Pittman got a new deal. Evans a new deal. Gabe Davis to Jacksonville. Gabe Davis to Jacksonville.
That one actually surprises me.
Yeah. Curtis Samuel to the Bills instead now. And switch them over, right? It's interesting. You still got Odell on the block out there. Tyler Boyd visited with Pittsburgh. Speaking of Pittsburgh, Russell Wilson to Pittsburgh. How do you feel about it?
Can't wait to see the Heinz ketchup commercials.
It's gonna be one.
Can only
It's gonna
imagine
be
what they're
one.
gonna make this man do.
It's gonna be one. He came in ready to go. You know, the rest is gonna take any kind of endorsement they throw at him. But I knew once he went to visit with Mike Tomlin, I said, yeah, it's a wrap. I don't care if that's just a 1 year deal. You're playing league minimum for him because Denver's paying him for the next 2 years. So why not?
I think that's what some Atlanta fans wanted too.
Not bad. It wouldn't have been a bad deal. You had more money to play around with. But hey, 1 year deal as opposed to 4. But things happen. He's getting $39 million from Denver this year, and I think 58 next year from them or something like that.
Didn't the Steelers trade the receiver?
Yes, Deontay Johnson. They traded him to Carolina for Dante Jackson.
That's
cornerback.
confusing.
Yes.
Okay.
I had to look at it twice. I was like, they just what? Is that a typo? Yes. Deontay Johnson for Dante Jackson.
So the Steelers are definitely drafting a wide receiver.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Right.
And they have a very good history of doing so. So I think
That seems like an Xavier Worthy or something like kind
I saw a couple of mock drafts got Worthy going last to Kansas City. Like they need more.
If
speed.
Worthy gets picked before Coleman, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Man, you never know. I'm just the way things
I
are
keep
shaking
on.
up.
He's a 165 pounds.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman is 6'4",
Yeah.
215.
Monster. I give Anquan Bolden personally. That's where another floor.
Keon Coleman?
Yeah.
No.
As far as toughness and the way he plays the game, he looks like.
Okay,
Anquan.
I'll see. I can see a little of that.
Yeah. Oh, Tyler Boyd visited with Pittsburgh as well.
Do you want to know my? Well, I mean, they need a receiver. That makes sense. I don't know what their cap situation is though, and it does make sense.
They were middle of the road like we were. They had about $40 million to play with, 30 to 40 million to play with.
Between
Who they
Minka
pay-
and
who they-
TJ.
That's
and,
it. Who else they paying? Who else?
Hold on, let me think. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me think.
Hargrave would have been getting paid, but he's gone, so that didn't. You didn't have to pay him. Everybody else is on rookie deals for the most part.
All right,
you know what I'm saying? They got a little something to play with.
Oh, and didn't they sign Patrick Queen?
Yes, that's the other addition. Yes, they brought Patrick Queen in.
And they still got money?
No, not now,
Okay.
not as much. When
All
they
right.
first started, that's how much they had. Yeah,
Okay.
when they first started, that's how much they had. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like now, I did enjoy that Patrick Queen move as far as being liking Pittsburgh and stealing
course
from
you would.
Baltimore. That was incredible.
You tell me your linebacking core is you still have Alex Highsmith,
Yes.
Patrick Queen,
Uh-huh.
TJ
Watt,
Watt
mhm.
counts as a linebacker?
Yes, but he's an edge guy. He drops in the coverage every now and again.
Who else am I
rarely.
missing? You
Those
know,
are the main ones now.
Steelers linebackers once
Yes,
again.
sir.
Yep. All
Back
right.
in the building. So I feel
I
like
think
there's
Russell
gonna be
will
a
do
lot of
well.
jump balls to Pickens now. I think Pickens gonna get those balls that he wanted from Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, but Wilson can still throw the ball and put it where he needs it. Just
Mhm.
go let him high point it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, it's a lot of talk about these Browns, man. I don't know how it's gonna work out. Have number one defense, got Deshaun coming back. Just traded for Jerry Jeudy, who has popcorn butter on his fingers a lot of times. But hey, we'll see how that goes.
I mean, learning from Amari Cooper is not bad.
Absolutely. Mark Cooper's still gonna eat regardless. I'm not worried about him. But I mean, they could make some noise. It should be Cincinnati probably be back the lowest in that division next year. 'Cause they lost a lot on defense.
Depends. I mean,
How do you feel about this whole Justin Jefferson to Cincinnati rubbish I've heard?
why?
Because he turned down $30 million a year from Minnesota
Because he
and
wants to join
go
Chase
play.
and Burrow.
Yes,
I don't know if they can afford it.
I don't think so either.
If they get out of the Higgins tag,
That's $20
they're
million right
they're
there.
letting Boyd walk.
Mhm.
Sounds like.
Mhm.
I don't know financially what the situation looks like. As far as like, I know they paid for Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, they were
paid-
toward the bottom when it came to cap. They don't have a whole lot.
You
they don't
know,
have a
like
whole lot
they're
of
they're
money.
gonna have to make some moves.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But then you're trading what?
That's what I'm saying. Like you got to go picks and maybe one piece on defense or something. I don't know. Like they're gonna have to do something if there is smoke to it. But like I said, I don't know. That'd be insane if they did.
I saw one of the craziest trades. If you were to trade a quarterback like Josh Allen or Justin Herbert, not saying that they're in the same class, but
Right.
if you were to trade a franchise quarterback like that, that's already been extended and signed
Yeah.
their new massive deal,
Right.
what do you think their value would be? Like a Josh Allen, for example.
I mean, you talking a couple of first round picks.
right?
Yeah, you talking a couple of first round picks, and they might even want more than just that. Because I mean, what was the Stafford deal? The Stafford deal, you swap quarterbacks, right? You swap with for Goff,
Correct.
and what two first round, or first and a second, or something like that. It
Right,
was
something like that.
You know what I'm saying? So if you do that, I'm assuming it's something like that because you have to swap. You're not just gonna give them to you, and you're gonna keep whatever quarterback you have over there. So it's got to be a swap with whatever quarterback it is.
So Chicago has 1-9.
Yes,
So Josh Allen for 1-9.
I mean, hypothetically speaking, right? Yes, it would be something like that. But I feel like, and I think I saw Class say earlier, they might, if they're playing games, they might trade back. I would trade back and just roll with Fields unless you just really feel like Caleb Williams is the guy for you.
So everyone pretty much agrees that the top three are going to be quarterbacks. Sounds like,
Yeah,
right?
probably so.
In some particular order
Yeah.
of Caleb Williams, Daniels, and Drake May,
Yes,
right?
yes.
If you're Chicago, trade back to 3.
And see who's left.
Play that game.
You could.
But it guarantees you more picks,
Yeah.
additional weapons,
Yeah,
and worst case scenario, if you don't believe in Justin Fields, you get one of those 3 quarterbacks.
you do. You do. If you, and I feel like
It sounds like a win-win-win.
it does, and like you say, you add more to the roster, and they had a lot of cap space, and that explains why they've been spending the money that they've been spending, and things like that. But overall, they have a big opportunity. Shout out to Cortez, who he's a Bears fan.
Oh, Tez, yeah.
Yeah, he he's a Bears fan, so he's a little excited right now. But I know he's a Fields fan. He has a jersey, so we got to get him on to see how he feels about the development of his Bears right now. But they have a lot they can do.
Definitely after the draft, when we got some time, we got to get some of the people on.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel about your draft? How do you feel about your free agency
No
class?
doubt about
And
it. No doubt about it.
what are you basically missing going into preseason at this point?
Yeah, because at that point, like I said, shout out to the NFL. They play it perfectly, and it's the most exciting offseason of any sport in the world. Like, no offseason is more exciting than NFL because it's like you get opening up presents every time you wake up. It's like, oh, where does somebody go next? Because a good offseason can tip the scales for you. You know what I mean?
Also, the size of the roster helps.
Absolutely.
Because
53 man.
Can you imagine if basketball had anywhere close to a 53 man, and then
man.
you're just hearing about
Yeah.
it means more in basketball when you get a superstar, obviously,
Yes.
because of again the size of your roster.
Mhm.
So, yeah, but football does play
the
it well.
ultimate
Yeah.
team sport though, so getting good pieces in holes that you have is amazing. It's amazing. It's good things that come from that. So shout out to the NFL free agency. We'll keep it going as gets closer to football season. By August we should be in full tilt, you know what I mean, and we'll be in baseball big time by then. Speaking of which,
Mike, how are we doing on time? Are you
gonna say
okay?
if we got a little second, we can keep it.
Yeah,
We're gonna keep it going.
appreciate
so
you, sir.
let's take it into one of our favorite. I highly recommend. We didn't get it.
Yeah, how did we miss this?
Yeah,
Wow.
man, we talking about football.
Very
Got
excited.
Yeah, so give me. Well, I'll go first for this one.
Sure.
Shout out to BMF being back on. I'm a big fan, dog. So we've been rolling with BMF. So anybody who's interested, another Stars joint. BMF is rolling good. It's been pretty good so far.
Nice.
Waiting on, since we didn't get a chance to go see Ali, and waiting on this Domino Effect 3 to drop whenever he decides to drop it. He dropped a little teaser for it on YouTube, but waiting on Ali to get out there with that Domino Effect.
Is there
Effect 3.
a date with it?
No, he just dropped a little 5-minute piece on YouTube. I had me thinking he was dropping the whole special. I was upset, but it's all good. Shout out to Ali. Oh, and I finished Griselda.
How'd you like it?
Power 108 says I heard that size don't matter. Yeah, true enough. That's what they say.
Did you know that you could be 35 going on 36?
You can be 35 going on 36. It's usually how it happens. But Griselda, I liked it. It was good.
Yeah?
I did. I liked it. Shout out to Sofia Vergara and her. Yeah.
You watched it? Oh yeah, it was awesome.
I had seen some documentaries on her. She's had plenty of documentaries in the past, but the depiction from this Netflix show was pretty good. I liked it. Griselda Blanco. She was a bad one as far as that mentality. She went crazy. So shout out to Griselda on Netflix. What you got for me?
Let's see. What have I gotten into?
Go ahead.
Have y'all seen Marcella?
Marcella. What platform?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
But it's like a murder mystery, but it keeps you guessing. But it's
Okay.
this detective that she gets blackout crazy.
Huh? Literally?
Not like drunk, but she blacks out and goes into like a violent rage,
Ah.
and she just doesn't remember. But she solves mysteries like it ain't nothing though. So
Okay.
Give that a check out.
Okay.
It's 3 seasons.
Okay.
and it's on
Cool.
Netflix.
Okay. Shout out to that. What you, Marcella on Netflix. Mike, you got something? I know you've been watching stuff. I know you got something for me. I see you looking through your Turning Point on what? Netflix. Turning Point on Netflix. Okay. Shout out to that. Netflix coming with them today. All right, brother. What you got? I see you scrolling over there.
Yeah, I've jumped around a lot. Snack vs. Chef.
Oh, food. I'm down with the food shows, dog. What's up?
I've
to me.
definitely gotten back into those. Basically, they'll say who can recreate a Kit Kat bar the best, who can recreate, stuff like that.
Nice.
Who can do Doritos and everything else. And it's like science plays a huge part into stuff like this. And I just enjoy watching people struggle. It makes me feel better of a cook. Like, I feel like I could have gotten closer than that. But,
Shout out to Next Level. It's getting intense too, man. Next Level Chefs getting intense. Yes, indeed.
We're all about the same age, so we might remember this as far as like just randomly playing on USA. The stupid medical drama called Royal Pains.
Yes, I do remember
that?
Royal Pains. Yes, I do.
I'm on season 3, going on season 4, and it was way better now than I remember. Like I don't think I ever really gave it the time. Like it was just one of the things.
Happens, man.
Like you saw Monk on TV or something else, and you're just like, whatever.
Yeah, a lot of stuff used to come on after wrestling and stuff like that.
So I actually got into it, and I was like, oh, this is not bad. I should have gave it a chance before, but
it's I feel like that always happens though. Stuff you didn't watch and it was in syndication. It starts coming on, whether it be reruns on another channel or whatever, and then you get into it. It's like, why wasn't I watching this back then? There's a lot of stuff that's like that. I get it.
That one, and then there's something coming up new that I really wanted to watch, but I can't remember it. Let me see if I can find it. What happened?
I think we got us a comment coming in. Still scrolling over there. She was overall, which platform right now is the go-to? Because I feel like Netflix is still rolling. That show MJ was talking about sounds like RyanBeasley.com.
What is it?
He said that show MJ was talking about sounds like Ryan Beasley. Power 108 says that. That's Mike. Well, you did say that.
Just for the record, not Griselda, but the one you were talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because if you saw Griselda, we all saw how she was smuggling things. So
yes,
that's not Ryan Beasley.
That's not Ryan Beasley.
No.
That's not Ryan.
For the
Beasley
record.
at all. For the record. Did you find anything while you finished up while you was
No, but to answer your question, Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
You've been rolling with. Yeah, Netflix they've been on point, man.
There's just, I don't know if it's the algorithm as far as like the For You.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I think everyone's prone to scroll through either the top 10 or the new releases.
Yeah.
Right? And then from there, you figure out what you want to watch.
Yeah.
I haven't rewatched too many things lately.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while, I don't know if it's the time of the year or something, I'll just rewatch something.
Yeah.
Comedies, of course, always.
Mm-hmm.
But they have such good new content
Mm-hmm.
that you shouldn't have to fall back into, let me just rewatch something.
They were throwing old stuff out. They got a Jamie Foxx show on there now.
Mhm.
My Wife and Kids. They got all kind of stuff on there now. Which
Did any of y'all watch Beef on Netflix?
I didn't watch it.
It's very good.
Okay.
It's a series, and it has Stephen Wynn. Is
Okay.
that how it's pronounced?
I'm-
Yes.
Yes.
Nguyen is pronounced Win. Just trying to help.
Spelling bee fan? Okay.
Yes.
3rd grade African American Studies. Shout out to Jackie Joyner Kersey.
There you go.
Yeah, I got
Big.
knowledge.
That's what I'm talking about. Medals. Got medals out here.
Flojo.
And, okay.
I'm done. I'm done.
Are you?
Do you want me to be?
You got one more?
Michael Johnson.
There you go. I knew that was coming. Yes.
Stephen from Walking Dead. Stephen Wynn
Okay.
from Walking Dead.
Okay. Yeah.
Ali Wong. I had never seen her in anything before this,
Okay.
but
She has good stand-up.
are you talking about the one where she was pregnant? Because that made me uncomfortable.
Baby Cobra, that wasn't her best, but she does have
It made
others.
me so uncomfortable to watch.
Well,
Interesting.
that's her type of humor.
But
The fact that she was pregnant and performing stand up.
Very, yes.
What,
Interesting.
I think just
or
seeing-
the jokes from the stand up
No,
of her
not
being
the
pregnant,
jokes,
or just seeing her on stage pregnant?
That's where I
Gotcha.
had to
Yeah, okay,
reiterate.
okay.
I was
I
like,
got you,
I
I
don't
got
think
you.
you're upset with her jokes. I think you might have been upset
No,
with.
it made me, I don't know what it was. Y'all remember when MIA performs like at an MTV or something?
Fly
Yeah,
like
and
paper,
she was,
get
like,
high like
2
planes.
months pregnant? Y'all remember?
No, I
No,
did not.
because the only pregnant performance that ever matters was the angel Rihanna. Well, of course, but yeah,
My performance?
sure,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
They had, remember
Yeah,
Rihanna flying
they
around
did.
like a pregnant angel? I was like,
No.
what in the heavenly
Super Bowl.
happening?
Remember me.
You were flying around like a pregnant angel?
Pregnant goddess.
Ah, well, I mean,
That's what you're mixing. I did mix
Shout out to RyanBeasley.com for most of your smell good needs. Visit RyanBeasley.com.
all the time. I get it.
oh
Being on
man,
Netflix.
beef on Netflix. Highly recommend.
Way to bring it
Always-
back.
Yeah.
Always
Way to bring it back.
Always a good
Thank you.
conversation.
Finally came back.
Beef!
Yeah.
Heard.
Always a good conversation for that. Always bring something out of left field. Speaking of left field, baseball season's almost here, as we spoke about before. And, of course, the Braves favorite in the National League, as they should be, even over all the money being spent in other places. Watch the MLB Network's 30 Teams in 15 Days
Kurt?
special
Yeah.
on MLB Network. And, of course, once again, the talent is there. The pitching has been upgraded in the bullpen and in the starting rotation. As spring has went on, we have people like Michael Harris that's hot right now, and Austin Riley swinging the Wilson. Are you going back again with Austin Riley MVP? Are you going back with it this year?
Yeah, I think I might have been a year early last year.
Okay.
Definitely my pick for this year. Also, Mike, can we get a little welcome back music if possible? Yeah, I think you might know where I'm going with this.
Uh-huh. I'm with it. I'm ready for it. Oh, he's here. Keep it going.
We're going to say welcome back for the 45th time to Adam Duvall.
Duval.
Welcome-
Yeah.
welcome back.
Welcome back, Duval. So, yeah, outside of that, that's it, man. Look, the loaded roster and watching that special, everybody in the buildings, World Series of bust. It's on their heads. It's in their minds. The last two first-round exits against Philly is there. They're pissed off about it. And Spencer Strider has a curveball, and it's nasty. And the bullpen should be good. Smith Shawver is looking like he might try to creep into the rotation instead of being in the bullpen right now. Chris Sale's pitching pretty well.
Not bad to have depth.
Yeah, man. And overall, we looking pretty good as far as the depth on the infield, utility players. It's all there. They got Ozuna playing some first base. Hey, look, they've been doing it. Whether if he needs it, look, Olsen played all 162 games, so we didn't have to. Have a
I
problem.
understand that, but the only time I ever want to see Ozuna at first, it better be 18-2.
Yeah.
And it's like the 8th inning.
Yeah, man. When I saw it, I said, "Ozuna's playing first."
That's the only thing. Like I can't.
Hope we don't get to have that at all. I hope we don't get to that point. He can just chill in the dugout and come out and bat and go sit back down.
I love the extra practice, but this is not Ronald Acuna attempting to switch hit.
No, not by any means. And speaking once again, shout out to Ronald Acuna. Every interview has been a solo interview, no translator. So shout out to him for that. And and like I said, it sounds like Big Papi when he first got into the league. As far as I don't know. This is what happens. That's how it sounds. You know what I mean? But it's what that's.
I'm not gonna even try it. And I swear, when Ryan started to talk about beef, I was like, let's see what's about to happen. But all right.
I'm just saying, but it's very good. He's getting better and better. It's amazing. I'm happy for him.
On behalf of all Dominicans,
Look, hey man, it's cool.
they have
it's
just
all
sent
good.
a cease and desist letter to Gary. No, I'm not gonna do it. Not
It's
gonna do it.
okay. It's fine. It's just the accent. It's all good. I'm happy for him. Means more endorsements for him and everything. That's beautiful.
One more time.
I don't know. That I hope you enjoyed. Right. This is very true. This is not on Power.
Friendly
Hour.
reminder.
Absolutely. But no, at the end of the day though, it should be a very, very fun season. And he wants to stay. He wants to go for MVP again. They threw out what they say, 50 and 80 just messing with him, and he was like, "Hey, it's possible. You never know."
I think somebody's first the interview with Cliff Floyd that he did.
Yes.
Yeah, on MLB Network. I was
Yes.
watching it, and I think he threw out 100, and he's like, "It was hard enough for 70." So
Right.
hold on a minute.
Yeah.
What did he finish with? 73,
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah. He want to stay healthy. That's one thing he was hollering the entire time.
Yeah, that's
Just wanna
all that
stay
matters.
healthy, man. Stay healthy. Stay healthy. Stay healthy. When I'm healthy, I go out there and play hard and have fun.
But what people forgot, that was Sean Murphy's first year here.
Yeah.
Right? That was Arcia's coming out campaign,
Yes, indeed.
if you will.
Mhm.
The leadership and the veteran presence from Adam Duvall teaching Kelnick.
Kelnick. Mm-hmm.
I got to commit that one.
Yeah.
Just teaching Kelnick and,
But he's a baller, man. I did some more research. He's a baller, man. He can
Who?
play. Kelnick. He can play.
He has power.
Yeah, he can play.
And it's like a cheaper option of Cody Bellinger,
Mhm.
which originally, he wasn't going to come to Atlanta anyways
No.
with Boris. But
Yeah.
I'm, again, in Double A, man. In Double A, we trust.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he has put together a roster, and they believe in it. And the energy of the team is just like, hey, man, we have one standard, and that is to win the World Series.
I just would like to see, not that it matters, but I want to pay attention to Double A and Triple A's record as far as Gwinnett and
Yeah.
is it still Mississippi?
Yes.
Double A.
Yes.
I just want to pay.
Rome, Mississippi, and Gwinnett.
Thank you. I just want to pay attention to their records because the depth that we have for pitching options,
Yeah.
especially starting pitching, is going to be obviously held down there while the rest are here in the majors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to watch some of their numbers, I feel like it's, and this is the next one that's coming up.
It's fun. It's funny
know?
you say that because I looked at a list of ranked farm systems, right? And they had us in the bottom
Don't-
third. I'm
don't-
like, that's insane.
Yeah.
We're never anywhere close to the bottom
Don't-
third.
It's
That's
more so
insane.
like depleted top total prospects kind
yeah,
of thing.
like what?
Don't put
Get out
too
of
much.
here. I didn't. That's what I say. I saw them like, get out of here. That's insane.
We know what we have available as far as depth,
Yeah.
and just to watch it continuously develop and eventually get called up,
Waldrop.
it's gonna be. I told you,
Waldrop,
it's gonna be
man.
fun.
He's stud.
Another
man.
Gator, MJ.
Another Gator. Hey, look though, but where's he from? He's from here. He's from South Georgia.
Oh, good. Let's say
Yeah,
that then.
he's from South Georgia. Yeah, so he was like, I grew up a Braves fan. They offered him a scholarship. Okay, go play where they offer you a scholarship. But he's been a Braves fan his entire life, dream come true type deal. And they sent him down to AAA just to ease him in. But I think he'll be on the roster before the season's out. At least get a couple of starts.
I hope he doesn't because I hope everyone stays healthy. To be honest,
True.
But worst case scenario is a September call up. Would love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's built too, as far as body type and size and stuff like that. He's not like a skinny pitcher.
I think everyone's just trying to stay in shape like Spencer Strider at this point
quads
because they're just asking him
it's like his quads get bigger, bro. It's insane.
yeah, but he's also like 1,000% vegan or something.
He is.
So it's like
he is very much so.
whatever you're doing to
Like,
stay in
wherever
shape.
they go,
that's what they're trying to learn
Wherever
from.
they go on the road, he has a special menu.
Yeah.
Wherever they go, like it's real. He's very serious about it. Yeah, he's very serious about it.
Shout out to whatever his regimen is.
Yeah,
man.
man,
But,
because it's insane.
but if that leads to everyone else staying healthy, then so be it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's forcing it upon
No,
anybody.
no.
But if it's clearly working, how do you
Leading
not
by
at least
example.
like, what are you doing?
Like, what else
You
you,
know?
got going over there? Your quads seem to be getting bigger every year. It's like insane. Even like I said, even when you watch him pitch, though, you can see all the power generate from the base to come up top when it comes down to it. Because when he get that torque and he comes around, that leg swings up. You could just tell it's all that power. It's insane.
The Braves just released their broadcasting team for the year. I'm sure you saw some
I
of
didn't
it.
catch it. I
No?
didn't catch it. Who
A
you got?
bunch of changes once again.
Okay.
So might be some new faces that you got to get used to.
Yeah, I know
but
Frenchie stepped back.
he's taking a reduced role.
Yeah.
Godden's still doing the play-by-play.
That's Mike's homie. There you go.
Big fan.
Big fan
Big
of
fan.
him. There's big booze in there. Big booze.
Who else? They still have everyone on the live pregame team.
Okay,
Peter
cool.
Moylan.
Trey. Scales.
Yeah, Trevor Scales. It'll be a great year. Just enjoy the new faces, but ultimately, World Series or bust.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Period.
Well,
Point blank.
we already know it's the division title. So now what are we doing after this?
Absolutely. And then to open the season on the road, we got Philly. Starting the season off with the aggression.
That's fine.
Fine with me too.
Yeah.
Let's go. Get this thing started off on the right note. We got home opener April 5th.
Correct.
We'll be here before you know it.
It's 3 weeks from yesterday.
Yes. So it's coming. It's
Right.
Is it 3 weeks or 2 weeks? Might be 2
Friday,
weeks.
April 5th.
Yes, it's a Friday.
Yeah, so 3 weeks from yesterday.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
That's what I'm going to just mentally keep telling myself because I know it's going to be here tomorrow. So
Yeah, it's basically he's gonna
3
wake
weeks.
up.
Good,
You're
thank
gonna
you.
Wake up and it's gonna be here.
Yeah,
And
blink
we'll-
twice, it's August.
And that, yeah, true enough. True enough, man. Well, I've enjoyed this show.
This is a great one. Shout out to MJ the Artiste. We might be doing a reveal. Are you ready to reveal?
What we got?
Drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go.
Yeah.
That's at ATA.
Yeah. Straight up.
It's gonna be
Boom.
shirts. We'll do a reveal probably in April.
Shirts in April.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, there's your angel, your pregnant angel.
Can I
Yes,
look
you
now?
go. Yes, you can look now.
Look at this.
Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us on this good Saturday. MJ the Artiste.
When I picture heaven, this is what I picture. Just surrounded by 1,000 Rihannas.
BeasleyCom in the building.
Oh,
Shout
we
out
forgot
to-
all the commercials.
You can give them a
Yeah.
little shout now.
Oh,
Go hit
so
them.
sorry about that.
Hit them with the My Karma Creations. My Karma Creations still popping.
Absolutely.
Boom, boom.
MyKarmaCreations.com. That's Karma with a K for your custom tumblers. MyKarmaCreations.com.
Chiropractor.
If your neck and your back feel whack and you need a crack, visit my chiropractor at Langley Family Chiropractic.
Body 20 Decatur.
Yeah. Body 20 Decatur,
Shout
as well
out.
as digestive. Yep. Everyone's
the
favorite
butt one.
digestive healthcare of Georgia.
Don't
be
be
a
a-
nut. Let them look at your butt.
Ooh.
Digestive healthcare of Georgia.
you,
Colorectal
Mike.
screening saves lives. Shout out to the Alex Broadcasting Company and Power 108.9. Couldn't do it without Mike. Thank you, Ryan Beasley and MJ the Artiste. That was episode 30.
Y'all be safe.